I was on, obviously, Reddit, checking what's the chat about this morning, and I saw two different posts about the same thing. So it looks like there's something heavy on everyone's mind right now, and it is about the housing spots. And I think this is a fun conversation to have. What would be your dream housing spot? So I saw two posts about this today. One, of course, here in Mulgore, which I think for me is, this might actually be one of the most nostalgic zones, because this is the first zone that I ever saw in World of Warcraft. I was looking over my brother's shoulder, who made his character first, because obviously we only had one computer. He made his character, and he started in Mulgore. And I remember seeing that, and it was a very special moment for both of us. And here's another one. Onaran Plains is gorgeous as well. People like these. Personally, though, like, if I really had to pick based on my personal taste and aesthetics, I would not choose this one, and I wouldn't choose this one either. If you take nostalgia out of it, because they're so sunny and bright, man. I don't like that. It's too bright for me. I would like one that's dark. Like, I heard Duskwood was going to be part of the inspiration for the Alliance player housing zone. So I would rather something like a lot darker. I don't want all that sun. I'd really avoid the sun as much as possible, and I don't find it cozy at all. But I know a lot of people don't agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. Give me a floating mountain home in Nagrand. Yeah, the sun is cringe. I don't like it at all. Ooh, post-legion Suramar. That is a fantastic idea. I hope that they go crazy with this concept, and that they add maybe not just player housing for the Alliance zone and Horde zone like they've already announced, but it'd be cool if they also added little apartments throughout the world. Like, put an apartment in Suramar that everyone can unlock. Since apparently they're putting an apartment in Undermine. Though every time I bring it up, I feel like it's the apartment we're getting in Undermine, it's not really going to be true player housing. It's just like a gimmicky little quest. That's kind of all there is to it, as far as I'm aware. I wouldn't go crazy thinking about the apartment in Undermine, but I'm still really curious about it. Grizzly Hills. Give me a housing area in the Draenei or Night Elf starting zones. In the Night Elf starting zone, it would be pretty ominous. You know? I don't know if I could be comfortable. Because as a mage, when I teleport back to Darnassus, you know, you can set the timeline to be before Teldrassil burnt. And I always feel really weird walking around there, like, knowing about what is going to happen. And it's not comfortable at all. Like, I want to run through the streets shouting, right? Like, hey guys, get out of here, move, leave, right? I would be the problem. I would be the person causing problems for the timeline. But apparently that was the Infinite Dragonflight that wanted to cause problems for the timeline in the way that I want to. And now we're all friends. Like, there was a side quest in Dragonflight you should do about the Infinites. We're like, we're good now, but we understand each other and stuff. And like, they explain their point of view. It wasn't a bad quest. It was an interesting quest. But, yeah. The timeline situation in World of Warcraft is so scuffed. It's like, Don't even try to rationalize it, really. Infinites gave us Mop Remix. Yeah, they're cool now. They gave us Mop Remix, and that was awesome, so they can't be that bad. I loved Mop Remix. Basically, Nosdorm was okay with the Infinites messing with time, as long as the result is the same. But how is that even possible? If you move a chair, then the whole, like, empires can fall in 100 years because of that. Right? It's the butterfly effect. In any case, just fun food for thought. And before Grizzly Hills, but I will be equally cliche and say Nagrin. Nagrin is such a popular zone, but it's not for me. I think it's too sunny. Really, I think that is my problem. The fan base's obsession with Grizzly Hills is more steadfast than most people's thoughts on the game itself. I mean, that's true. The Grizzly Hills! But it's really good. Everyone agrees. We love Grizzly Hills so much that we demanded Grizzly Hills 2 for Dragonflight, and they actually gave it to us. Hazard Span is literally Grizzly Hills version 2, and it is also great. So just give us more Grizzly Hills. Okay, this is not complicated. Cozy dwarf house in Loch Bodan. Ooh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Good. Jade forest. Oh, maybe in like a cherry blossom orchard. There's so many good places. So many beautiful places. Houseboat in Veralis. I like that. I thought about living on a boat. Personally. But I think I won't. But I definitely was tempted by that. I need a a cave maybe, a spooky house in Dressfar. Yeah, I want a dark, rainy, spooky, foresty place. That would be great. That's my dream. But for now, we're gonna be constricted to Alliance Zone and Horde Zone, and maybe in Midnight they'll add Quel'Thalas zones, like Blood Elf Zone, High Elf Zone? I don't know. But we will see.